Top Normal Ladies, my name is Chaz, and welcome to the What If Deku Was Dead, or Deathstroke, or Deathstroke. Whatever how you pronounce his name. So, yeah. This is going to be not a fast one, this is going to be a slow one, so, yeah. So, this is how it is. Ready? Boom, boom, boom. So, let's kick things off. And plus I'm also going to bring in Zoomy, so or actually no, unless I can't find a picture of her. But then, of course, so Zuko was quirkless. Or actually, he has a power of infinity and it's 0. And don't ask me why I'm so interested in powers of infinity and 0. It's how I do things. I like the powers of infinity and 0 because, yeah. So, Zuko was supposed to evacuate with the rest. But they were long gone. No one cared about him. Except for Inko, as she's trying to look for her son. But then, when Zuko ends up activating his quirk, he actually does have a quirk. I was just wanted to say quirkless because to fit. So he has Lucky Quirk. Or Lucky Teleportation Quirk. Say that 10 times fast. So, yeah. So I was going to put him on a limit quirk, like what I always do with every other one. So then, yeah. Zuko basically went or tried to teleport to his mother, but ends up getting teleported onto the ship. Yeah, the ship was massive. So then he ends up trying to fight his way out. And then when he does, or when he found a control room, of course, all the aliens that he battled against was like evacuated the area. They went back to their home planet to have the ship destroyed before it gets overrun by humans. Yeah. So, yeah. So then Zuko found a control room as it's counting down from 10 minutes. Please evacuate the area. Please evacuate the area. As Zuko grabs the wheel, and lifts it up as they thought the aliens are leaving. As Inko could sense Zuko is still in there. As she tells the pro heroes that get my son out of there. We will, ma'am, but now we're just trying to get you all to safety before if that thing is about to crash. As literally, of course, Inko tells them in a serious tone. Because as they all turn around, all the pro heroes, and instead of falling, he pulls into the atmosphere. Yeah, whoops. Give me a moment. Hold on. Sorry about that. So yeah, Zuko ends up trying to pilot it and ends up pulling an like, and then it happened. Where is it? Right here. Kaboom! In space. As everyone's cheering, but Inko is crying because she knows that her son got he wanted to be a hero. As she starts to cry, as one of the pro heroes looks at her, why are you crying? As, let's say it was All Might in his buffed up form. As Inko says, since after watching, All Might, or my son is a really big fan of you. He wanted to become a hero, like the rest of you. So he finally got his wish, saving the planet from. And Inko and Asashi are so proud of their son, and they don't know, actually, or they thought he was dead. So Momo was there, but when she heard that someone's son wanted to be a pro hero, yeah, as Momo kind of feels bad that the Zuko died. All of them. So, yeah. But he came back to life, or he woke up in space as he's like, okay. Those jerks. As he jumps down um onto the into the water. And yeah, as let's say Ochako, oh no, was or yeah, they were 5 years old. So and at 3 years old before, the Ochako really wanted to date Zuko. So she walks up to Inko and she says, "How about I'll come and visit with you?" Okay? And yeah, so they aim as Inko and they hanged out as the Inko tells Ochako that he really did like you back too. As she's blushing. Like, oh, here it is. So, time progressed as Zuko was basically woke up from his little nap. Don't ask me how he survived. He just like, yeah. It's like that same instant. It's like that same instance where I, in my couple of videos before making these two videos, I had Zuko strapped to a nuclear device, and he survives that. And then, but now, don't ask me how he becomes immortal. So when he jumps down, he crash lands into the water. And he gets up. He moves around. And yeah, he basically literally he does this little like walks around the water, and his name was Deathstroke, so he ends up run or so when he got to his hometown, they don't want to see him, so he decides to become Deathstroke, and it is like reverse version, like opposite version of Hero Killer Stain, but Villain Killer Stain. Yeah. So Zuko basically wins against. So the crime rate went down to about 0. As so he'd done this for since after he came back. So they all like are 15 and 16. Yeah. The pro heroes are like trying to find what Deathstroke is. Because he doesn't leave any trails behind for them to pick up. it was like it's like a ghost that they're trying to chase down, but without any hints or clues. And at class, or so I am skipping the class or the internship thing. And yeah, so when she could not stop thinking about Zuko. As Momo understands, and that as she does the same thing, she couldn't stop thinking about him from a day that he. Because let's say Momo and Ochako were friends and they loved Zuko so much, and they made a bet if one of them could date him. And when her girl was like, of course, Bakugo was like, he wasn't like mad. He was just like, dang it, or Zuko, why do you have to be taken so early? That's inside of his own head. Because he was sad. He couldn't, like, because everyone thought he was dead. But then, yeah, crime rate went down to 0, and yeah. As All Might, yeah. So he does his own ball throw. Or let's say he in the desert he trained himself. Like he did all the like hero stuff. Like his hero name and like his real name thing. His name is Deathstroke, so and yeah. Then he did the ball throw by himself. He even created a building from sand, so that will put a fake bomb in as he goes, sets a timer, 10 seconds are up. He starts going in, try to find the bomb, and it's like, it was like his own Sangoons, just like, yeah. As he thinks about his and he doesn't want to give her a heart attack. As he starts putting or sending so he like emails her was like it was not blackmailing, but how is it going to be blackmail if you knew who's which person? So yeah, so he just sends like normal letters, as As Inko gets them, as she reads them, as she doesn't understand that it's her own son's handwriting. As Deathstroke tells her that sorry about your loss, and I actually it's just your son. He's not dead. As that caught Inko's to tear up. As let's say Ochako was there and Momo, as when they read the Zuko is still alive. And who's sending you all these like messages? I don't know, but I will find in whoever and convince them. As it on the bottom of it says he really misses you. As that made Inko a little bit happy that her son's still alive. And as yeah. As yeah. So then USJ so then after USJ, then all that stuff. Yeah, I'm not gonna get into details of it, but let's say because the crime rate was so down to 0, they had it was boring part, so I'm skipping it. Sports festival, yeah, internship, as actually Tenya as saw Deathstroke. No, or actually Hero Killer Stain. Him first, but then he says, "Huh." Hero Killer Stain was about to kill Tenya because Tenya, his brother, wasn't or is a fake hero, but Zuko basically, literally, comes out of nowhere with such high speeds. Even Hero Killer Stain wasn't even registering in it. As he just like walks around, runs around like a crazy man. Yeah. So then, after Hero Killer Stain got uphanded, as he tells he tells Tenya that Zuko is or is still alive. Or actually, they thought it was just all rumors that were like. So then, now the All Might versus All for One arc, because I'm skipping the Camp arc, huh? And yeah. So then when All for One is about to kill All Might, Zuko or Deathstroke comes in with his sword. As Deathstroke's like, you're Deathstroke that everyone talks about, aren't you? Yes. You're the one that is about to die. Name. All for One. I know her secrets of it. As he just literally comes up, chops All for One into pieces like bacon bits. As he moves faster, as he uses Momo's techniques with Frog Girl's leaping abilities, as he says, and my real name is actually, as he looks at All for One and head that was holding in his hands, as he tells him that I'm Deathstroke because I'm as he doesn't want to, as he shows up, or he teleports away. Then he walks over to Inko. Let's say Inko walks away because she doesn't know that Zuko was actually Deathstroke. And when she was about to go to her house, before she opens the door, she got a little tap on her shoulder. As she turns around, it was Deathstroke. But instead of here killing her, he opens the door, and as he tells her that not here to kill you. I'm here to talk. Yeah. So my name, as she says, you're the one that keep mailing me about my son and all that stuff. You're blackmailing me. No, I was trying to talk to you. That was just the normal messages, not the blackmailing anyone. But I may talk in you better than sending messages to you. And Inko, as I know that you think I was lying to you, but when I say Zuko is alive, as he takes his mask off, as he did shave before, so yeah, as he had that same hair as when Inko saw her son's face as she runs up to him, as, yeah, she starts crying as she couldn't believe that her own son is Deathstroke. No, because as she, she's happy that her son's back in in her arms. As, yeah. It sure is dumb luck of me to teleport at the very last second. As he tells her what really happened on the, yeah. As when it went into space and right before it exploded, I teleported away. I landed in the water. And yeah, or it landed on a meteor, and then I got so then I wanted to come visit with you. But I also knew that all of you thought I was dead. But I never die. And Inko didn't realize that Zuko had a special gift way better than a normal quirk user does. He's special. So when he told her that he has a infinity and zero power. So yeah. As is it too late to join or as she says, huh. And Inko is happy that her son is still alive. Yeah. As she walks away, or as he actually is happy that her son's back, as he combs his hair to make it look like because he doesn't want to. This is a new transfer student's class 1A. His name is or actually you all might recognize him. As she, or so they actually, as Eraserhead tells them that, alright, settle down, class, settle down. And we have a new student that will come into our class. And some of you might recognize him. Some of you might not know him. But he is Zuko Midoriya. As they all had that same face. He's the dead man. They thought hey guys, what's up? As because Inko tells Nezu, and Nezu is happy that or actually he was surprised that Zuko survived all this time, all these years. And when they heard Zuko, they couldn't believe that the passed from the dead. As he says, it was sure dumb luck of me. As Bakugo runs up to him, and he's like, instead of exploding him like, you pathetic nerd thing, he ends up like giving him a hug. He says, thank goodness you're alive. Yeah. And in this because Zuko had lucky teleportation quirk, Bakugo isn't like making fun of him and calling him Deku or anyone. Yeah. So, yeah. So then, yeah. I already know and plus, as all of them asked him, like, what happened and all that stuff. Well, yeah. Even Eraserhead wanted to know what happened to him. Like, go ahead, tell us what happened. As Zuko explains, same thing what he did with his mother. During that, when taking it to... Actually, that was the first time, or he says that was my first time actually piloting a alien spaceship. As he tells them that it was kind of before it went explosion. Before it exploded, he teleported away to the meteor area, and as he comes back, he says, I am literally gonna, or I was jumped all the way back to Earth. As he was basically landed in the water, and he says, I knew that all of you thought I was dead. But good grief. You guys need to, as he says, you guys and girls need to at least find my body before. As they said, yeah, we all made that mistake. As they could not believe that he was still alive. He literally jumped from one area to the other. Yeah. As then and don't worry, Mr. Aizawa, I already chose my hero name. Deathstroke is my hero name. As Is that the one that everyone's trying to find, but no one could find him? Yeah, you already found him. I'm him, by the way. Man, you're really... I only do it because it was... to take my anger out on someone. So I didn't do it for a money or joy thing. I only do it and because I was... yeah. So Miss Aizawa says, huh, no wonder why you're like so like acting nice. No, I'm not acting nice. I am nice. As they see his body is all like warmed up and jumping from meteor to meteor to meteor all the way back to here is takes a lot of energy. As Momo, he said I almost froze to death, but that's okay. So, as him, as they're like, wow, so you almost died from it, right? Yeah. So, yeah. So, then, and don't worry, I already did all the, like, what all of you did. In the desert all these years. Yeah. And next time, try not to give all of us a heart attack. How about the next time, put a tracker on me, then I'll hold. Or put the little button things of saying, I'm alright. But when I was jumping from meteor to meteor, then I found the space slugs. Or I went into a mouth of one. But dumb luck, I teleported out of there. Man, do you want to see what I did? As he forgot that he's bought us something. Is there any scientists around? Sure. Or as he pulls out his backpack that looks like it's gonna be could put the entire class us in. But when he reached inside, he pulls out he battled against this thing, and yeah. So I was trying to find. Here they are. These ones. He pulls out a container of this. Yes, as everyone in the entire classroom was like, "What the flip is that?" That looks like a brand new species. As he says, well, I literally had to fight my way out of a worm's stomach and had those in it. So I captured one of those. And yeah. And teleported away. I literally had to fight inside of a belly of the beast thing. Sheesh. And then I end up... Okay. So that's why. If anyone's trying to talk smack about what did he do, just show them that. Okay? As Bakugo was like, all of them were surprised. Like, where's that guy that is always like the redhead guy? Whoop. I said redhead guy. This guy right here says, that's manly. You fight inside of a worm's stomach. That is just insane, bro. How do you do this stuff? As all of them are like, yeah, how do you fight? You jump from meteor to meteor to meteor and then ends up doing that stuff. How do you even do that? As, well, I'm that talented. As Mr. Ozawa says, you know what, Zuko? Just keep it. If anyone tries to mess with you, just show them that, okay? Yeah. And plus, so when he first met his mother, like when came back from that, he says, can I maintain a shower? As his mom says, sure. And like, yeah, so all that stuff. As everyone is quite curious of what he has. Class A and Class B are curious of what Zuko has. Or Class B is also. So, yeah. And when Killer Whale, or no, not Killer Whale, we're not, so yeah. So literally, let's do the ball throw, or dodgeball. And Zuko, who basically says, this might sound interesting more than... As before that, Momo and Ochako walked up to him and they asked him of who would he date the most. As he chose, or he says this, I chose both of you. Actually. Huh? Because after all the stuff that I went through, like, and I could tell that both of you really liked me. So that's, and yeah, so that's what I choose, both of you. As Momo is happy about that, so does Ochako, because instead of them like going head to head of who will be his like mate thing, he chose both of them to be his mate. So basically, he has two wives. In the end of the world as we know it, please wait for part 2.